Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for April the 15th, 2021, Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And everybody, we're having a reverse aging call tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. Paradise, excuse me, is not somewhere that you need a map to reach. We are all in paradise. And most of us have only fallen asleep. All that is needed is an awakening. Osho. We all live in cages of some type, shape, or form. When we feel disconnected from our spiritual nature, anything or anyone can feel like a prison. I've had a lot of people share with me that they feel like that their body is to them is a prison. Financial situations, emotions, relationships, or our own limiting personality can really make us feel like we're stuck and trapped. And the good news is that whatever cage that you're locked up in actually has a key. And the key is sitting there, resting inside the lock, ready to be turned when you've had enough suffering and are ready to set your spiritual spirit free once again. Turning your key moves energy into form, creates it into reality. It manifests on its own after understanding a few basic principles about what real freedom is and what it's not. Being totally wild and absolutely free is not some radical, rebellious, or disrespectful approach to this life. It is also not about conquering some controlling authority out there who is dictating the rules how we should and shouldn't live our lives. We don't need permission from anybody else to manifest the life we want to create. We really don't. Real liberation in this life is not pushing away to find freedom from someone or from something. It is more peaceful by far than that. It's about finding that which is already free inside us to be. Do and believe whatever we want. Real freedom is about recognizing how we already are the final word and ultimate authority of our lives. It is knowing that what you honestly believe is what becomes real. And this is the end truth and final reality. We're pushing on this planet near 8 billion people. 8 billion different realities on the planet at this time. And you're one of them. The moment we choose to believe we can be a wild, fully self-expressed, fun-free being is the exact same moment we realize that we already are the absolute final authority of our lives. And we are. If you choose to debate that for the next several years, that's up to you. The truth is that we are already constantly manifesting everything in our lives. Whatever we place our attention for an extended period of time is where our energy flows, moving energy into form, and what we manifest, create in reality. We're already one with the great God source. We are one with the great God source. And it is creating everything around us through us. And our greatest freedom comes from understanding this and surrendering to this truth and feeling how it shows up in every single thing we do. Every action we take in this life is an expression and extension of our consciousness. Every action. Now, whatever you're feeling about yourself and this life is emanating energy out into the world around you, and nothing and no one is separate from each other. We are all impacting each other all the time. So by becoming more sensitive to this truth, it becomes obvious how our own limiting beliefs are imprisoning us and stopping us from living the most amazing life we were born to live. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. It's worth saying 3 times. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Dalai Lama. The real one. The greatest transformations in this life will often show up in the most subtle and gentle forms. It's absolutely vital that we first see where the prisons exist in our lives and understand how each one is sustained each day in order to demolish it from our minds. Now, in the beginning, we may not see the prison walls around us because we are so used to them. We become, how can you notice something that's always been there? And these invisible cell bars are all the limiting, skeptical, doubtful, and negative beliefs we carry each and every single day. It is a long, compromising list of constructive ideas that we tell ourselves who we are and what is possible to achieve. To give yourself permission to be totally wild and absolutely free starts with finding and releasing every limiting belief which we all cling to. These limiting beliefs, we're all clinging to them. And that makes us feel not so expansive and free. This is all a choice that each of us make. So we either find those heavy negative thoughts, which we honestly feel are true and real about ourselves, yet also make us feel sick, stuck, heavy, and very unhappy. So you choose to let them go, because they are just ideas which no longer serve your greatest good. Now, to some people, it may sound ridiculously simple, to do this. But yet, when you reach down into the core of you, you'll find that the truth is that you are absolutely the God source itself. You're the God source. The soul within you is the God source. Making up all the rules as you go, and that is all there is. When you are ready to empower yourself, manifest the most amazing life, you'll discover this truth. And then life just naturally becomes easier, much more magical and amazing. In order to stop being attached to all our limiting beliefs and heavy thoughts, we must choose to deeply desire to be free. We must feel into our suffering inside in order to let it go. There must be a visceral feeling in the body of the stuckness first in order for the release to be real. Then we must continually step back from it and see how every apparently good and bad belief we had about who we are fall into the pile of small limiting beliefs. We must choose to leave behind all beliefs to be free. All beliefs, everything to be free. Let go of all of our disappointments, our hopes, our fears, if we want to truly start living. Because attachment to any belief will create some form of future suffering. We must choose to live this life as if everything could end tomorrow. And also be this eternal spiritual being who knows that nothing could ever, ever, ever destroy us. This is your life. Literally, this is your life. Each and every one of us, this is our life. So live it to the max. You don't know exactly how long you're going to be around. None of us do. The universe is giving us a mouth to smile with, a body to enjoy. Don't waste a day that you are here on this beautiful planet. Go outside and live your life totally, fully, and truly. Try to feel what it's like to be totally freed from the good and bad opinions of others. Totally free from those. Try it for this next week of your life. Imagine how it might feel in your body to be completely, truly, and honestly free from everyone's thoughts, opinions, and judgments of you. No matter what anyone says. No matter. It could be your mom, your dad, or some stranger. It does not reflect in any way who or what you are at all. At all. At all. Instead, you realize that the divine, infinite, spiritual being, who you truly are, who we all truly are, is beyond all thought and concepts completely. This non-attachment to others' opinions of you is one of the most self-loving, natural, and honorable ways we all can live each day. This is the golden key that turns that lock to realizing at the core who and what we are is already a powerful, right in this moment, right now, divine and magnificent spiritual being. And this spirit and soul, who we really are in essence, is always, already, now, ever and forever, free. Take the risk. Take the risk to get to know your basic spiritual nature. Feel the essence of your infinite spirit inside, not out there. This is something that cannot be contained, imprisoned, nor taken away by anything or anyone in the outer world. And realizing this, that this is real freedom. And this spiritually free feeling is our natural state of being. All exploration and expression from this place is the most loving act we can give to ourselves and others. It's the full expression of our real spiritual nature is the deepest gift we can give, as it is the greatest honoring of who we truly are. Honor yourself 24/7 for the being you truly are. You may think that becoming a wildly liberated human being is not the top priority on your to-do list this week. Yet, if it's not in there somewhere, you definitely aren't going to enjoy doing anything on that list of yours. Without wild freedom, your entire life becomes a chore, a burden, and a heavy job that must be accomplished just so that you get your wants and needs met. If you don't stop this nonsense and turn that golden key to unlocking spiritual freedom, you will miss out on the main core purpose of your life, which is to enjoy the short time you are here and alive. It is only by experiencing truth on your own freedom happens. Freedom is the fragrance of the experience of the truth. Osho. So the first basic step to freedom for all of us is learning how to continuously let go of what others think of you 24 hours a day. So this means releasing what you think your immediate friends, family, co-workers, and lovers think about you honestly. Do you know exactly what goes on in their minds? When you drop what you think their opinions are of you, you can actually release whatever your opinions are about you. And as long as you are attached to what anyone thinks about you, you'll never be able to be totally free from what your mind thinks, believes, and perceives about you. Our minds are like a judge-aholic because it is always judging, comparing, and labeling something or someone, then changing its mind again and judging again. The mind is a genius at creating all sorts of fanatical, exaggerated opinions, beliefs, and stories. So when you understand that this truth, it's easy to totally let go of what others think of you, for their opinions will always change. This creates the space inside you to think outside inside the box. And believe whatever you want to believe about who and what you are. This is a spaciousness. It is the very source of your greatest freedom. So choose to step back from your thoughts, for they are all borrowed ideas from other people anyway. Your thoughts are not yours. How do you know your thought? What your thought is yours? Because through the heart mind, you send to the ego mind exactly what it is you wish to create. That's your thought. Not a thought that comes in that you pick out of the sky. That's someone else's thought. And deep down, this life is more humorous, ironic than we realize. We are literally creating all of our suffering and joy all day long, every day. We are responsible for it all. And the irony is that each day along this lifelong journey, at the very core of our being, is a river of perpetual loving creative energy, overflowing with deep healing peace. And we don't have to do anything to find it. All we simply need to do, choose to do, is sit, become deeply relaxed in the body, and train the mind to not cling to any thought that arises. That's not tough, is it? It may take some time to relax the body, be truly cling-free, and deeply find peace. Yet, doing so, you will experience your soul essence and spiritual nature. There is nothing more important than what you should be doing with your life. The more often that you practice being at peace with what arises in the mind, the easier it becomes to experience every ordinary thing in life as divine. God follows us wherever we go. Whenever the mind clings to something extra important or special, notice this with awareness and don't push it away. Don't label anything as bad, wrong, or a problem. If you do, this in itself will become what's blocking you from feeling an enlightened, liberated state. So just welcome all the thoughts with great curiosity and explore what is beneath each one. And then you'll see that there is nothing there. Each thought is recycled information gifted from the outer world that we shouldn't take personally at all. And if you want to get down to the core of you, ask yourself some deep personal questions. What hole inside you are you trying to fill? Where do you feel trapped in your life and why? Write down these questions and your answers. Make this a 20-minute enlightening exercise. It gently opens the door to your soul. And when you discover where you feel trapped and empty, you'll see why you're clinging to those things that you cannot let go of. And this understanding is the most important next step of your wild journey coming ahead. Now, the real conflict or battle is one when we see that there are no enemies out there and that the only real enemy is the imaginary one within our own minds. This is a realization. It is the sacred path to our enlightenment. In finding our inner wildness within is the bridge back to our spiritual essence, simply because our spiritual nature is wild, free, and untamable. Expressing this wild spirit within ourselves awakens us from the almighty ego trip we are on. It unlocks the door so that we can step into the vast universe and deeply take care of our wounded selves in the most sensitive, loving, and healing ways. And when we discover this connection to our real spiritual nature, we instantly see how every human being is a soul and a spiritual gift to our lives as well. And from this place, each person we encounter becomes the source of more love, joy, and inner peace in our lives. And when we give ourselves permission to feel spiritually connected when amongst others, we truly become the wild, unstoppable, free being we were born to be. We no longer feel wounded, avoid others, or resist letting ourselves be nourished and loved. We start embracing the divinity that we all actually are. The more we practice feeling into this spiritual connection, the better life feels, and the more real our divinity becomes. Understanding that you are a spiritual being, you realize there is nobody to fight with or against anymore. You see everyone as your friend and greatest teacher. And when we can live 24 hours of one day knowing we are all sacred, divine, spiritual beings that will never, ever, ever, ever die, we will stop suffering completely. The fight will end with others and within ourselves. We can all then realize together that we are the ultimate authority of our individual realities and capable of creating heaven any moment we want to on this earth. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. I'm sure we all are. And the first thing we care to do, which is crucial, relax the body. Let it go. Dump all of the stuff that you know you do not need. Just let it all go. Picture yourself standing buck naked in the middle of nowhere. There are no cars, there are no houses, there's only you. And surrender to yourself. Surrender to you, the God source. And let all this crap vanish, because it will. Because as soon as you begin to understand, you embrace the God that you are, then all this garbage, this externality, this worry, the stress, the fear, the anxiety will just vanish. And your suffering will end. So the body relaxes. It holds nothing. None of the garbage. None of it. It's all gone. So you lean back into the arms of the God source that you are. It's effortless. You aren't thinking. Everything's been emptied out. You're just being. You aren't entertaining any thoughts. Nothing. Zero. So your body becomes more and more relaxed, more and more at ease. And as you do this, you naturally move into the now, because the now stills the ego and the mind. It stills the subconscious mind. You, in a way, are not in you. You are the God source. You're watching the body. The stillness of mind by being in the now. And the whole time, you're just being. You are not entertaining any thoughts at all. Zero. You have let go of what anybody, anything thinks of you, period. Just done. As well as what you think of you. So your body is in a state of total relaxation. You have no cares, no interests, nothing. You're floating. And you're in the now. The now is the space between heartbeats. You have no noise, no chatter, no tens of thousands of thoughts slamming you, which aren't yours anyway. You just are. In the now, moment to moment. That is our natural state of being. The more we live outside of ourselves, the more pain and suffering we're going to experience. How do you stay in the now? Because a lot of us will wander off into the past. We all have memories. And a lot of good ones, some not so good. But we don't, when we go in the past and we revisit, different memories and experiences and stuff, we don't do it for long. It's just something that kind of guides us there. Something comes up during the course of our day, and we just happen to go in there and revisit some of the memories. But then we don't stay there. And some of us will go there and stay there. You picture that. It's like an elephant graveyard, as far as the eye can see. And you got this kind of a fogginess in the air. You can't see much. And everything is dead, inert. But we have, a lot of people will take that past, will bring it into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, relive that past and that future. And a lot of us will say to ourselves, why do I end up at the same place no matter what I seem to do? I always end up here. Well, that's why. Some of us will go into the future that doesn't exist. And we wander. When is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? I wonder what would happen if this happened. And I wonder, when am I going to meet this person? When am I going to have this? And you see how we continually agitate ourselves and suffer? So to stay in the now, we focus on our breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. It holds the kingdom of God, the God source, which is in us and all around us, above and below. And the thoughts that kind of, we just grab onto and kind of float away. We all do it. None of us are exempt from it. But to be consciously aware of it, and you say to yourself, okay, I'm off into these thoughts. They're not mine. So I'll focus on my breath and I'll be in the now. You'll be in the now 3,000% of the time when you do this. Now, you are watching your body. You're not judging it. You're watching. Actually, you, the God source, are watching your body. You see, as you're relaxed in that easy chair, you see these colored wheels of light, vibrant, no colors. You've not seen like these colors on Earth. Colors on Earth pale in comparison to these. And there's about 7, and they start at the base of your spine, your tailbone, all the way up to the top of your head. And they're vibrating, shimmering. And they're all different flowers. They all have different shapes, flower shapes. And they have geometrical shapes inside, all different. We notice that there's an energy that's flowing through, moving through them to the top of the head. It's like we're a perpetual fountain of this energy. And it comes up and over, back around, and it just keeps doing this circular motion. This is our God force, love, light energy. It is the God source. Pure, deep, eternal love. Omnipotently powerful. And so we take our divine positive energy, our breath, and we add that to the God force, love, light energy. And we take that and we begin to move it together all the way through these energy vortex color wheel lines, all through these chakras, your ki, your chi, your prana, all the way through to the top of the head. Now we look at them and we notice that we see the red chakra. And this is the root chakra, the Muladhara. This is our survival. It deals with our survival, our sense of belonging, career, money mindset, food, financial independence, our survival. And it is blocked by fear. We move to the orange wheel of light. This is our sacral chakra, our Vadasthana. This is our pleasure, our sexuality. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. Reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system, our well-being. And it is blocked by guilt. You've been doing something, you're having a great time, and then this little feeling comes in out of nowhere, and it almost feels like that you're guilty. You feel guilty for enjoying yourself so much. That's what blocks our pleasure. It has everything to do with the opinion we have of ourselves. Isn't that amazing? Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light. This is our willpower. Solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. It's our personal power. It's our ability to channel. To be confident through the heart-mind in the flow of our lives. And it is blocked by shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light. Heart chakra, Anahata. This is our ability to love. Our emotional issues are love, joy, inner peace. Connected to our heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. And it is blocked by grief. Then we move to the blue wheel of light. Throat chakra. Vishuddha. Self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. The truth thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. It's blocked. Bile eyes. And we move to the indigo wheel of light. This is our third eye chakra, our ajna. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture in this life. All of it. Our intuition, sense of purpose, direction in life. Pituitary gland, eyes, sinuses. Our imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. And it is blocked by illusion. Then we move to the crown chakra. This is the highest chakra. It represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. What are our emotional issues with this energy? Inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality, pure bliss. And what's it connected to? Pineal gland, brain, and nervous system. And what blocks it? What blocks this massive cosmic energy? Ego attachment. We are all consciously aware that we're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we brought all of this energy, our chi, our ki, our prana, our divine positive energy, our breath, to the top of our heads. And we hold that briefly. We are love, we are God, we are one. And in that brief moment, we condense and compress these energies into pure, omnipotently powerful liquid energy. We pour it over our pineal glands. Our pineal glands are important to us while we're in these bodies. None of us have fully functioning ones yet. But we will. And they are the connection to all the particles of existence. They are the connection to the God source, of which we are. Pure consciousness. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Now, if you're your heart, mind's motion picture, you can look at the pineal how you see it. I see it as a green ball, rosebud. And as soon as I pour this omnipotently powerful liquid energy over it, it just instantaneously transforms into a fully bloomed rose with a beautiful fragrance. And the rose is massive, and it has all these multicolored petals, and it's shimmering. It's giving off these warm waves of energy that saturate me, head to toe, inside and out, envelop me, embrace me, from within as well as from without. And then I discover this feeling of just absolute, divine, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. It's just massive. I can feel it existing in me, with me, around me, always. I float. I have no concern, cares whatsoever about external reality. Nothing. I am in my natural state of being, pure bliss. And then I discover that the rose is me and I'm the rose. And I have no separation. I discover that the separation is just an illusion through my ego. And then I embrace the light that I am, the God that I am. I have no concern about what others think of me or what I used to think of myself. It's all gone. It's vaporized. And then guess what? my suffering ends permanently. These bodies that we're in, our mind, ego mind, subconscious mind, higher self, soul, spirit, pure consciousness, the God. All one. We are heaven on this earth. These bodies carry the God source. That's the heaven. The body's the earth. And every step we take, we are creating paradise. We cannot not create paradise. And we have learned to shine our God force love light energy of that of which we are outward, flooding everything and everyone, head to toe, inside and out, complete saturation of pure, deep, eternal love, pure, deep, eternal gratitude, and deep, eternal peace. All of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, on this planet, in it, above it, and below it. Endlessly. So we're a God planet. We're close to 8 billion little gods, omnipotently powerful, consciously aware, creating paradise. And this planet glows with our light. It is a beacon. It's brighter than any sun, stars, whatever. Pulsars, nothing can shine a light to it and even come close to the radiance of it. It doesn't matter if they're awake, asleep, in between. We're lifting the very vibrational frequency of this planet and the civilizations of it, on it, in it, above it, below it. The higher and higher dimensional frequencies of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. If you were to look at this planet from far out in space, you would see it glowing. A God planet that glows with 8 billion gods, all consciously aware that they are heaven on this earth. Now, we're all pieces, parts of the collective consciousness. Some of the parts of the collective consciousness are dead asleep. Others are half awake, others are awake, to some extent. So we reach out to the other parts of us that are awake. So all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, and beneath earth. Yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming this circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all the light energy beings out there that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, yet only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation. Complete liberation of this planet. Now, they come in the Plexus. One Plexus fills this entire universe without any space to spare. They come in trillions of Plexus from trillions of universes in every direction. And they are with us now consciously. We call upon all the off-worlders, galactics, the celestials, yet only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day. Trillions throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, the Abia, many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And in uncountable numbers, from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, all the universes and beyond, they're with us now consciously. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, to form the circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now consciously. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation. Yet, only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation. Now, they come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, and configurations of which we've really never seen. And as a matter of fact, we only see 1% of that which is. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they are with us now, consciously. We're all gathered arm in arm, hand in hand, in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, and abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God. And we're all love. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And consciously, with us at all times, are the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, and the archetypes. The ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Christ, El Morya, Medantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, and many, many, many more. Archangels, their civilization, they vibrate at a different frequency than we do. That's why we don't see them like we see each other. But we do meet them a lot. We just don't know it. And after we've met with them, on many of us, it dawns that that just wasn't a regular interaction, communication, meeting. It was an angel. And they have the same message for all of us. It just comes in many different ways. It is absolutely spectacular, marvelous, wonderful, phenomenal, magna glorious to live and be living in these bodies, in this life. And then a little bit of the bliss within us bubbles to the surface. Now, tens of thousands can surround us at any one time, which is also this. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can hold a large number in a small area. Ascended masters, they're the ones who have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We have ascended into physical form. We are mastering physical form, creating our experiences to perfect our creation. And we may learn yet in this life that we are the light. We are the God force, love, light, energy. And when we leave these bodies, we don't follow the light. We are the light. We immediately form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia. This light emanates from our God force, love, light, energy, our true being. It is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system alone even to come close to its radiance. And we're flooding this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. We are flooding it 24/7, always, with deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. All of our brothers and sisters, all life, on, in, above, and below this planet. Saturating them, whether they're awake, half awake, or asleep, doesn't matter. Continually lifting the vibrational frequency in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And we continue to intensify and we continue to expand this deep, pure, eternal love. We begin to ascend above the planet. As we do this, we're met with this massive ocean of glitter. It's everywhere. Trillions of vibrantly colored lights flashing in every direction. And we zero in on these reflections and we notice that they're little perfectly etched mirrors. But they're multidimensional. And they're flashing against all of us, reflecting each other. We discover that we're all students and teachers of each other. We are students and teachers of ourselves. This is never ending. This is part of our journey. It's spectacular. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds each and every single one of us that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the purple, blue, violet flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with a white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, above and below, with this omnipotently powerful white fire armor. It emanates from the God source of that which we are. We are protected 24/7 always. No entities, no demons, no lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies, no corrupted souls, no Wicca, no voodoo, nothing can harm us. Ever. Yet, only you have the power. That if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, anger, greed, envy, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, you're met immediately with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance. We send them to pure consciousness and they are gone to oblivion. We're then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can cleanse and purify the area where these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, restoring the highest of the highest high of deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude, and peace and harmony. We're then met with the golden white pink light. This is the column of light that reminds each and every one of us that we are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams. We are the rain, the rainbows. We are the animals. We are the trees, the forests, the soils, clouds, the sky. We are everything. The next time you see a beautiful sunset or sunrise or any beautiful vista and you're in awe of it, it is because you are in awe of you. You're the God source. You're all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. You're the pure essence of all creation. We continue to levitate above this planet. And as we do, we come upon this massive crystalline light tower. We all created this tower. Some of us have stepped outside of our physical forms and float effortlessly above them. This tower is larger than the solar system. In the center of it is this massive, it's an oblong sphere. In the center of the sphere is this massive golden white sparkling ball of glittering light. It's surrounded by massive rings of colors, endless, all shimmering and all sending out massive waves, saturating, flooding, and penetrating us all, head to toe, inside and out, eternally, always. And the golden white ball of light, it saturates and penetrates us. It's deep, eternal gratitude, love. And then we have the bands of light that are penetrating, saturating us. Gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, well-being, peace, deep, deep, deep eternal peace, prosperity, abundance, tranquility, benevolence. It's endless. And then we discover that this is us. This is who we are. This is the God source. At the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, as it does right now, as it floods and saturates all of us, head to toe, inside and out, with pure, deep, eternal love. We all hold the essence of this golden ocean. We're drops of it. Golden ocean is the drops. Drops are the golden ocean. The only illusion is separation. We see our meditative sphere. It sets center circle. We all created this sphere over 3 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion, on and off world. Hundreds of millions of us. All consciously aware. All from the heart-mind. The highest of the greatest intent of pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, and peace. This is why this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. Surrender to yourselves. Discover the God source that you are. This is your natural state of being. All the external stuff, how you view yourself, how others view you, surrender that. It has nothing to do with the God you are. And then your suffering will end. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out.
Take an easy breath in through the nose and an easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly and easily. Paradise is not somewhere that you need a map to reach. You're in paradise. You've only fallen asleep. All that is needed is an awakening. Take this with you the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here April 16th, 2021, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. We will also be here Friday night with the reverse aging call.